Problem number 30. Cosine inverse 2. Don't write the answer is equal to 2 by using the composition property. F of f inverse of x is equal to x. Yes, but for all x belongs to the domain only. Here, just think cosine inverse 2. Does it defined one? Take 2. 2 is the value of a cosine function. Is it possible? 2. Does it belongs to the domain -1 to 1? The domain is -1 to 1. 2 should be in between -1 to 1. But 2 doesn't belongs to this. So, this whole inverse function is undefined. So, answer cosine inverse 2 is undefined, not defined. Next, take this similar one. Cosine inverse half. In this case you can apply the composition property. F of f inverse of x for all x belongs to the domain. Why? Because this half, it belongs to the domain because half, it lies in between -1 to 1. So cosine inverse half is equal to half. But in the first case, it is undefined because cosine inverse 2, there is no such a inverse function. Okay, next problem. Problem number 43. Sine inverse tangent pi over 3. First write what is tangent pi over 3. Tangent pi over 3. Tangent pi over 3 means tangent 60 degree. Go for the special angle table. Tangent 60 degree. Tangent 60 degree, yes, it is √3. Okay, so sine inverse tangent pi over 3, that is equal to √3. Now think, is it defined? √3, does it belongs to the domain? √3, does it belongs to the domain -1 to 1? You cannot use the calculator, so you have to find by doing the estimation. You know, √1 is equal to, yes, 1. √4, yes, that is equal to 2. Where is √2? √2 and √3, it lies in between √1 and √4. So what will be the value? Just do the estimation. The value of √2 and √3 greater than, yes, greater than 1. Greater than 1. So what will be √3? √3, its value is out of the domain, greater than 1. So this inverse trigonometric function, this function is not inverse trigonometric. So sine inverse √3 undefined. The reason is √3 doesn't belongs to -1 to 1. Next one, problem number 44. Cosine inverse tangent 2 pi over 3. Tangent 2 pi over 3. First, let us find tangent 2 pi over 3. What is tangent 2 pi over 3? If it is tangent 2 pi over 3 means tangent, write it in the degree if you want, tangent 120 degree. If tangent 30, 60, 45, 90, tangent 0 degree, you can directly write the value. But here you need to find it by using the, yes, reference angle evolution method. First you have to find the reference angle of 120 degree. What is the reference angle of 120 degree? Or what is the reference angle of, don't go for 120 degree, leave it. reference angle of 2 pi over 3. What is the reference angle of 2 pi over 3? You can easily write the value, that is pi over 3. You know it. Reference angle of 2 pi over 3 is pi over 3. Next thing, you need to find the sine of this tangent function. Sine, that is the second step. So, you know tangent 2 pi over 3 is equal to, sine you have to find tangent pi over 3. So, where is 2 pi over 3? 2 pi over 3 means it is 120 degree. That means it lies in the, it is in between 90 and 180 degree, 120 degree in second quadrant. In the second quadrant, tangent function is, yes, negative. So, it is negative. Now, what is the answer? Minus, the previous problem you found what is tangent pi over 3? That means tangent 60 degree minus root 3. Now, just substitute the value back. Now, the problem is cosine inverse tangent 2 pi over 3. You found the value for tangent 2 pi over 3, that is cosine inverse. What is tangent 2 pi over 3? Minus root 3. Minus root 3. Now think, is it defined? Cosine inverse minus root 3. Here the domain value is minus root 3. Minus root 3, does it belongs to the domain minus 1 to 1? What is mean by minus root 3? Minus root 3. Minus root 1, minus root 2, minus root 3, minus root 4. Sorry, minus root 4. Minus root 1 means minus 1, minus root 4, minus 2. So, what will be the value of minus root 3? Yes, it is in between minus 1 to and minus 2. So, it is less than minus 1. It is not, it doesn't belong to the domain minus 1 to 1. It is less than minus 1. So, minus root 3 doesn't belongs to the domain. So, cosine inverse minus root 3 undefined. Undefined. Next problem. Problem number 48. Cosine inverse tangent minus pi over 3. First of all, what is tangent minus pi over 3? Tangent, first of all, we can find what is tangent minus pi over 3. You know, in 6.1 lesson you studied the odd and even identities. Tangent minus x is equal to, yes, minus tangent x. You know that identity. So, tangent minus pi over 3 is, yes, tangent pi over 3. That means minus tangent 60 degree, that is equal to, what is tangent 60 degree? Minus root 3. Again, same thing happened. Cosine inverse tangent minus root 3 over pi over 3, that means minus root 3. Here also minus root 3, it doesn't belongs to the domain minus 1 to 1 because it is out of the domain. So, what is the answer? Yes, this trigonometric function is also undefined. There is no such a inverse trigonometric function with the domain value minus root 3 for the cosine function. Okay. Next, question number 34. Cosine sine inverse 5 over 13. See, first we can take the cosine sine inverse. So, first we can simplify sine inverse 5 over 13. Just think, Do you have any value for this sine function as 5 over 13? Is there any value in the special angle table? Special angle table? No. There is no value. There is no such a value in the special angle table. No, right? No. So just take it as alpha. Here you have a value. You need to find the angle. You know the fact. This alpha should be less than or equal to pi over 2 and greater than or equal to minus pi over 2. Now, we did the same kind of problem. Just apply sine on both sides. So, sine alpha here also. Sine inverse 5 over 13. This 5 over 13, it belongs to the domain 5 over 13. Yes, it is belongs to minus 1 to 1. So, you can use the composition property, right? So, what will be the answer? Sine alpha is equal to 5 over 13. You got sine alpha, that is 5 over 13. Now, let us go back to the question. Cosine sine inverse of 5 over 13. Now, what does it mean? Cosine. What is 5 over, cosine inverse 5 over 13? You take it as alpha. So, cosine alpha. So, it's enough if you find cosine alpha. You know sine alpha, you have to find the cosine alpha. You know, you can use the Pythagorean identity. Sine square alpha plus cosine square alpha is equal to 1. Right? You want to find the cosine alpha. You want to find the cosine alpha now. So, what is cosine alpha? Take cosine square alpha. So, that is equal to 1 minus sine square alpha. So, what will be cosine alpha? Cosine alpha is equal to plus or minus square root of 1 minus sine square alpha. But we want, because 5 over 13, it's everything in the first quadrant. So, take the positive cosine alpha. Okay. Now, let us substitute 1 minus sine square alpha. That means sine alpha whole square. That is 1 minus, what is sine alpha? See, 5 over 13. 5 over 13 whole square. That is 1 minus 5 square, 25 over 169. That is equal to, just multiply 169, here also 169. So, here 169 in the denominator, 169 minus 25, that is 144. So, 144 over 169. So, the answer will be 12 over 13. You got the cosine alpha now. Cosine alpha is equal to 12 over 13. So, cosine alpha is 12 over 13. So, this is what answer.